100 million people watching this game around the world. So many possible permutations from both sides. It's Real Madrid against Barcelona, and there for us in the 80,000 crowd is your commentary team, Jerry Armstrong and Rob Palmer.
Thank you, Scott. It's the hottest ticket in town, nay, the hottest ticket in the world. Let's have a look at the teams, because this is the night when the coaches choose what they consider to be their best available team. Real Madrid without key defender Ricardo Carvalho and Alvaro Arbeloa. So it requires a rejig. Lassana Diarra in at right back. And in the battle of strikers, Benzema is preferred to Higuain. And very quickly through Barcelona, Guardiola had a couple of major options. Notably, he dropped Javier Mascherano in preference to the club captain Carlos Puyol. David Villa's dropped. Sanchez gets a preference there. His Liga Clasico debut, as it is for Cesc Fabregas. The referee tonight could be a very busy man. Senor Fernandez Borbolan. In the last 11 Clásicos, there have been 7 red cards. Well, the only neutral man in the stadium kicks off the game. An estimated world audience of 500 million. Take a peek at this more than local affair. Real Madrid have a 3-point lead over Barcelona. And I dare say, Jerry, for the first time in Guardiola's reign, they are the underdogs. And it's a very nervous Barcelona from the kick-off. And they've scored in the ending seconds. Benzema! What an electrifying start! This is a fixture that never fails to surprise. Unbelievable!
It's a huge mistake out there. Certainly a mistake for me from Victor Valdez. I think he's made a mistake. They're trying to play their way out of defence, and he's given the ball straight away to Di Maria. His pass was intercepted. The shot from Ozil falls kindly for Benzema, and he rivals it in the back of the net. What a disastrous start for Barcelona.
Well, that's a goal that has got the statisticians all excited. 22.5 seconds after kicking off, Karim Benzema scores the Real Madrid goal and has lit a stick of footballing dynamite. Well, we did worry, Jerry, about Barcelona's defence before the game, wondering whether selecting Puyol ahead of Mascherano was wise of Pep Guardiola. One of the big decisions Mourinho had to make was whether Higuain started or Benzema. He went for Benzema, and Mourinho from the start of the game seems to get it right yet again.
Absolutely, Rob, but I do feel that Benzema is the player, well, the centre forward who's in form at the moment. I certainly feel that he's a more consistent player, and he works certainly harder than Higuain. And I'm not knocking Higuain, he's a great goal scorer, and he's a great player, but Benzema gets a nod for me, and he's proven straight away why.
Well, what a shock to the system that is for Barcelona. They haven't conceded in the last 2 La Liga matches. But now they have to come back, and interestingly, before the game, Guardiola was saying that they don't want to go behind at the Bernabeu. He's also said that if they lose tonight, the season's not over, they'll be 6 points behind. Of course, it goes to their head-to-heads as well. But I'm just wondering whether that was a rider for Jerry from Guardiola.
The thing is, Rob, as well, you've got Barcelona's played a game more than Real Madrid. This is a very big fixture, I really do feel. It's the last league game that Barcelona's going to play this year. They're going off to Japan, obviously, for the World Championships, and I feel they want to finish the season off, or the halfway mark in the season, in a good note, and this isn't the way you want to start. They look very sloppy in this first couple of minutes.
Real Madrid are on a roll. They've won the last 15 games in a row in all competitions. It's the best ever run of wins back-to-back for Mourinho, whatever club that he's been at. And he looks very cool down there.
It's 10 league wins in a row. Absolutely, 10 league wins in a row. Look at the pressure being put on here. They're not going to be allowed to play out of defence. This is something I've watched Real Madrid improve on. Their pressing is excellent.
Now pushing from the front, this is Piqué. Over to Dani Alves. Of course, we have 3 of the world's greatest footballers. This is one of them, Lionel Messi, Xavi and Cristiano Ronaldo, who are the top 3 when it comes down to Ballon d'Or, and the two of the three best managers in the world, according to that list as well. And it could come down to tactics tonight as well. Here goes Messi on a mazy run. He's only scored one goal away from home this season, as Scott was saying, but he does have an incredible record, 13 goals in 15 against Real Madrid. Diarra to Pepe. Long ball over the top. It's not very often we say that Real Madrid can unnerve Barcelona, but they've done that from the start. How fired up are they, Jerry?
They are fired up, but this is a big game, and it's the way you put the pressure on. You started, you mean to go on. That's a superb turn there. And Contrao, who's playing it right back tonight, stops Iniesta in his tracks.
Oh, is it?
Rip ball.
It is a good ball, and Puyol rolls it back to Valdez. That very nervous early 23-second kick out from Valdez, giving Real Madrid the lead. Caught everybody cold. Messi. Fabregas, who played in the Super Cup matches at the start of the season, but this is the real thing.
Do you know the best thing about this game is, Rob, you know Barcelona can only play one way. They can attack. They've got great players going forward. In the middle of the park, the players like to get forward. So we're going to see lots of entertainment, lots of opportunities. It's who takes those opportunities tonight. That's the difference. That's who's going to win the game. And here's the goal scorer, Benzema.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Xabi Alonso firing the ball out wide. Well, there was some consideration that Barcelona may play three at the back. I think they're going to be playing a back four and being very safety first after that terrible clearance from Valdez. Comedy capers and a great finish.
Well, you can't take those sort of liberties against Real Madrid at the Bernabeu in the first 30 seconds of the game. And Victor Valdez knows he's at fault. And they've got a little bit of a mountain to climb, but they've got the players who can score goals. And they've also got the best player in the world with Lionel Messi.
Well, that will be decided, Jerry, in January when the votes are in. Here goes Lionel Messi into the penalty area. They have to watch this net, and Messi brings out a world-class save from the Spanish international captain, Iker Casillas.
Yeah, it's Sergio Ramos' mistake. He slipped. Messi pounced on it. Have a look, there he is slipping. I said tonight, this is a greasy surface. There will be mistakes. Messi does brilliant inside. What a save that is from Iker Casillas.
Xavi with the corner kick. Casillas wisely punches the ball away. Most of the rain in Spain is falling on our game tonight. Treacherous conditions down there. It's a fantastic pitch, and you're tempted to just wear the moulded boots, but it may require an old-fashioned iron stud, Jerry. Aluminium.
I certainly think. No, this is Piqué in an advanced role.
It is to Alexis. Gamble may be selecting him from the start. He's taken out by Contrao. And Alexis, I think, from that body language, would like Contrao to receive a caution for that misdemeanor.
I just wonder, as he's asking for the yellow card, is this something that they've discussed? Contrao went in quite strongly. I think he got part of the ball and part of the man. The referee wants to keep a lid on it.
Well, Piqué and Puyol and Busquets, the tallest players in the Barcelona side, station themselves all along the 6-yard box. Messi delivers low and hard. Clearance from Cristiano Ronaldo back, aiding his defence. Ozil misses out. Now it's a 4-on-3 situation here in favour of Real Madrid. Benzema, Di Maria, misplaced cross.
Oh, it's a shame, because it was a brilliant counter-attack movement. I think they're really good at that, Real Madrid, but the attempted outside of the left foot pass from Di Maria wasn't up to scratch. And now Barcelona trying to settle down and get their passing game going. Messi.
There is Messi, taking control of the game. Xavi, wide to Dani Alves. Alves almost allowed to put the cross in, and on the end of it was Alexis Sanchez.
I think he's going to give a foul though. There was a little bit of a nudge from Alexis Sanchez, and Fernandez Borbalon, I think, was given the free kick. Yeah, missile went straight to his mouth.
Well, it's an interesting selection of Kern Trout at right back tonight. The reporters down below are saying that Diarra would play in midfield and Kern Trout would play at right back. The intelligence above was that Diarra would be right back, but Mourinho sprung one surprise there, Jerry.
He has. Well, he surprised me. I thought certainly he'll play Contral in the middle of the park, where we've seen him play loads of times this season. The Diarra we've seen play at right back before. Well, that's not what he's done. The initiative certainly with Real Madrid. But there's only 10 minutes gone, Robin. Long way to go. There's Di Maria.
Trout taking his time, lapping up the fact that the scoreboard with 9.5 minutes gone is telling the supporters that Real Madrid are leading Barcelona by 1-0. There's always drama in these matches. It was so edgy when they played in the Spanish Super Cup, the equivalent of the Charity Shield, or the Community Shield as they call it in Britain these days, of course. Barcelona edged it in the closing minutes of that game. Suspect again it's going to go down to the wire. Guest of honour tonight are the Davis Cup team from Spain, who proudly beat Argentina last week. Rafa Nadal, Fernando Velasco and Luciano Lopez are all Real Madrid supporters. And they've got the best seats on the house, on the halfway line, just below Jerry and I. Di Maria has a four-man team waiting for him, and they get the cross in, and Puyol's beaten by Benzema.
Puyol never get off the ground on that one, Rob. Good cross from the right foot of Di Maria. Have a look. He gets up well above Puyol. Good header down, and certainly look the better side at the moment, Real Madrid.
Well, our home form has been exceptional in the 6 league games they've played this season. They've won them all. They've outgunned the opposition by 28 goals to 7. And in the last 8 league games, they've scored at least 3 goals. Messi seems to be a one-man team at the moment, Barcelona, and Messi's taken out by Xabi Alonso.
I think there's a combination of Xabi Alonso and Pepe. Di Maria's asking for the free kick earlier. I didn't think it was a foul on Di Maria.
Barcelona take it quickly. This is Iniesta. They haven't been allowed to express themselves yet, Barcelona. Normally at this point in the game, the Spanish director is flashing up a graphic that tells us how much superior possession Barcelona have had. That's certainly not the case tonight. They've been smothered by Mourinho's team. Ramos, only as far as Messi. There are so many head-to-heads that you can compare, can't you? Maybe between the goalkeepers as well so far during this game. Valdez has made a horrendous error, and Iker Casillas has made a world-class save.
And that could be the difference between the two sides tonight, Robin. You know, talking about stats, and you look at Lionel Messi's particular performances against Casillas, 13 goals in 15 appearances. That could be significant, but he's only scored 1 goal away from home in the league this season, Messi. Offside.
Fabregas is offside, playing a high line. And at the moment, Mourinho has got it just right.
Yep, and you can see Sergio Ramos. Look, he saw it, he stepped up, he held his line, and allowed Cesc to drift into the offside position.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Marcelo hitting it long, maybe trying to pay around the lack of pace and the uncertainty. Another terrible clearance by Valdez, and Xabi Alonso from the halfway line. We've seen him score a few of those over the years, but the referee's assistant on this side giving offside against Ozil.
Well, that's another mistake from the goalkeeper, Victor Valdez. He's having a night he wants to forget. That could have been punished also. But you can see there's a method in their madness here. Real Madrid know that Barcelona like to play it from the back, and there's Benzema going to close down Puyol. He'll want to press, and now here comes Di Maria. He's going to press, and it's given them a problem. They really are having a problem. They're not having it their own way. And Di Maria's hurt himself.
Di Maria's gone down.
He's hurt himself.
I think he's hurt his knee, Jerry. He's just twisted there, and Busquets has got the message now to put the ball out of play. It was a freak fall. Well, Barcelona are calling for the Real Madrid physio to come onto the field of play, and the Real players don't to be in too much of a hurry to get some treatment for Di Maria.
You can see he was chasing, he was looking to press, and he went to turn, and we talked about this greasy surface, and he's gone on the outside. Have a look, there he is, he's overstretched, it looks like a groin.
He did the splits.
He did the splits, but I've always said he's not got a very high pain threshold, Di Maria, has he? Now, if he has to go off, would you bring on Gonzalo Higuain?
Well, as you say, most games, it requires some kind of attention from the club's medical men.
Well, it's actually Callejon, is it? I think it's warming up.
Well, Callejon has been in great form recently. He scored 4 goals in his 2 Champions League matches. He is a youngster in form. They re-signed him in the summer from Espanyol. It would be a Clasico debut for him if he were to get the nod.
Yeah, the other one warming up alongside him is Sami Khedira.
If Mourinho's going to stick to his pressing plan, then maybe Callejon, who's a quicker, sharper player, would get the call.
He's scoring some great goals as well, Callejon. He's looking really sharp, isn't he?
It is interesting, Jerry. People always get a little obsessed by formations, but from the high viewpoint that we have, you can see that Real Madrid almost playing a front 5.
Yep.
Crowding Barcelona, pinning them back. It's a game of cat and mouse.
It is a game of cat and mouse, but who has the possession and who can penetrate the most? Dani Alves, we haven't seen forward too much. He's in there, and now Barcelona lost possession quite cheaply again for me.
Well, here's Di Maria, who's made a quick recovery from doing the splits. The subs still continue to limber up. Balls kindly to Ozil. Lively Benzema. He's walking on air at the moment after scoring that goal after just 23 seconds. Puyol. Very nervous layoff from Alex Sanchez. I suppose in the ideal world Pedro would have played tonight, but he's missed 5 of the last 6 games with injury and looks slightly sluggish on his return in the Champions League in midweek.
He did, Rob, you're right. As did David Villa, doesn't look himself this season as well. He looks a little bit under the weather. But there's an urgency about Real Madrid. There's a purpose and an urgency. Maybe they're thinking themselves, go 6 points clear with the game in hand. Coming up to the Christmas break, that puts them in a fabulous position.
Well, it could be 9 points at the turn of the year, because this is Barcelona's final game in the Spanish Championship of 2011, as Iniesta can't get on the end of that.
You can see what Abidal was trying to do, put the ball in behind the full-back. But as I said earlier, Rob, this surface is really greasy. Lots of rain here today. The 2 presidents, they were together at lunch today.
It is tradition that they get together, they exchange pleasantries, no matter what they're muttering under their breath when they head to the gents. Oh, cheap free kick, and Messi's eager to get it taken. The stalling tactics from Real Madrid, they have taken this game on magnificently. Look at Messi, he's almost back now in defence, seeking the ball. The supply line has been cut to him, but this time the offside trap doesn't work. It appeared to roll down the arm of Sanchez. And the referee's assistant on the far side agrees.
Yeah, it looked like he put his right arm up and took it. That's what he was a bit slow though, the linesman to give the decision. Have a look. Yeah, it's definitely a handball. He was slow to raise his flag.
Alexis Sanchez made his debut in the Spanish Super Cup. This is his first taste of a Liga Clasico. He was the big summer signing for Barca, 26 million euros from Udinese. Marcelo, helped on by Xabi Alonso. PK to Puyol. Alves. Messi. Just not allowed to get into his stride, and a good tackle the eyes of you and the referee. Cristiano Ronaldo, the first chance to express himself. Draws the defenders and, well, tests the uncertain handling of Victor Valdez. Xavi. Sanchez. A lazy pass by him. Falls kindly, though, for Cesc Fabregas. To Lionel Messi. Messi, great tackle. Top tackle from Pepe. Ronaldo. Alonso. 80,000 fans get on the edge of their seats. Only 500 Barcelona supporters in here, up in the top tier. Great cross from Ronaldo. Cut out by Carlos Puyol.
It's great stuff. It's end-to-end stuff, it really is. Both sides looking to get the upper hand. He's beat the offside trap, Alexis Sanchez, but he couldn't get on the end of that one. It's a straight pass. It's always going to favour the goalkeeper on this slick surface.
There's a carnival atmosphere. It was down at the stadium about 11 o'clock this morning. It was surrounded. They've been covering the laying of the seats with the white banners from about midday today. Wall-to-wall coverage. Almost 800 journalists accredited for the game. Been shown in pretty much every country in the world. 500 million peeking in. And of course, I think I'm right in saying we have 10 World Cup winners starting the game tonight. 13 between the two teams when you include the likes of David Villa, who's on the bench, and Albiol and Arbeloa. Here's the man who scored the goal in the World Cup final, Andres Iniesta. Iniesta trying to put it through the legs of Coentrao. Alonso. Ozil, fanciful back flick. Xavi. Barcelona players not being allowed to breathe.
Yeah, the passing's slick and the closing's been great. You can see how they've worked hard. And the pressure from Coentrao forces him to give the ball straight to Lassana Diarra. And now Real Madrid in possession once again.
Across comes Puyol. How mad must Mascherano feel at not starting tonight? He's been a rock for Barcelona this season. But Puyol, the club captain, comes in. Maybe Guardiola's believing in lucky charms. Puyol hasn't lost in the last 43 games that he's played. Surely not. Well, there's Puyol on the halfway line. Busquets has gone to centre-back at the moment. Puyol has gone to right-back. Alves has gone to right wing. You said it's like a footballing game of chess, and he's moving his pieces around, Pep Guardiola.
There's just an urgency about Real Madrid. An attitude, there's a difference, Rob. I can see a confidence here as Busquets pushes forward.
This is Iniesta. Taking on Coentrao. Getting past him. But the second man there was Pepe. Lassana Diarra, right under the whistle of the referee, was too tigerish in his tackle.
Well, the referee was in a good position to see it as they contested. Certainly Pepe and co want to have a word. Di Maria standing over the ball, not allowing him to take it quickly.
The referee threatening the first yellow card, almost a quarter of the game, and he hasn't seen fit to caution anybody yet. Slippery, greasy conditions, a nightmare for the goalkeepers. It's Xavi who tests Iker Casillas, and it skims off the top of his gloves.
It's on target. And again, on a greasy surface like tonight, that's the tackle. It's definitely a free kick. The referee's spot on.
Xavi's corner kick, Puyol comes flying in, but he's well marked by Pepe. Talk about matchups. Pepe's having a magnificent game at the heart of the defence, and well, Casillas keeps this one out. It was a needs must save, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty straightforward, but you know, you can't afford to take chances. The ball certainly moves a little bit. One mistake from a goalkeeper at the other end is the difference between the two sides. Well, these are the two best teams in the world, and there's never ever going to be too much between them, Rob, is there?
Looking slightly more likely that one of these will win the Champions League this season now that the men from Manchester are out of the competition. Both breeze through with games to spare. Real Madrid with a 100% record. Oops, Valdez gave that goal away if you were a little late in joining us. Busquets. Xavi. Dani Alves. Well positioned is Ramos to Ozil. Marcelo. Piqué loses the run of Benzema. Benzema plays it back inside. It's a fantastic ball and should have been a second, and Cristiano Ronaldo of all people knows that.
Well, I'm not being funny, Robbie. He should hit the target. He's got Di Maria totally unmarked. I thought he was going to open his body up and slot it in there. Have a look. All he's got to do is pass it to Di Maria, who was completely unmarked. And that is selfish play from Ronaldo for me.
I just wondered, Jerry, if you see it there, whether again it skipped off the water.
Well, the only excuse for not passing it to Di Maria is if he sticks it in the back of the net. It's two great chances.
Busquets. What a terrible pull by another World Cup winner. It looks like Xavi, Busquets and Iniesta, but it's not playing like them.
No, and there's been a lot of uncharacteristic mistakes made by Barcelona. Giving the ball away cheaply, that's a foul. That's a foul on Lionel Messi.
And a quick apology from Alonso. It's the second foul is committed in the game, and the referee loses patience. He's kept his cards dry, quite literally dry in these rainy conditions, but Xabi Alonso the first to see a flash of yellow tonight. I don't think he's got a great deal of defence for that, has he?
No, it's totally unnecessary as well. It's such a short period of the game, you know, you're looking 26 minutes into the game and he gives away a cheap foul, a cheap free kick and a yellow card.
He's going to have to watch his step when these sides met in the Spanish Super Cup earlier in the season. 3 red cards and 13 yellows.
Well, red cards could be significant tonight. Anyone going down to 10 men.
Messi to Fabregas to Messi.
Great tackle.
It was a wonderful tackle from Ramos. Now Ozil. Di Maria. Abidal wanted to find some poise on the ball, but nobody in a Barcelona shirt has been allowed to express themselves whatsoever.
The determination on these Real Madrid players' faces is unbelievable. That's not handball, but it was a great tackle there from Ramos. What a great tackle that is.
It's got a little touchy down there. Di Maria's down, and the referee, I think, is seeking some assistance from his flagman on this near side. They both confirm that Alexis Sanchez is deserving of a yellow card.
Well, with Di Maria's involved in tackles, you have to be so careful. I think he's fouled. No doubt about that. But how serious it is another story.
Well, what is plan A from a set-piece situation for Real Madrid? Ozil to deliver. Barcelona defending 6 yards outside of the penalty area. Ozil places it in there. It's the smallest man, Alexis, who wins the header, and then the smallest man in La Liga, Lionel Messi, who clears the ball. Barcelona had a shock in their last game away from home. They lost against Getafe. That was, of course, in the city of Madrid. They've only won away from home twice this season. Ronaldo couldn't lose Carlos Puyol for long.
Well, he's got to be a happy man, Jose Mourinho.
Well, the one thing that has spoiled a few Clásicos over the last 12 months or so has been the soap opera acting of some of the players.
Yep.
There's been a collision between 2 Brazilians here, and Dani Alves is claiming that there was something untoward about his meeting with Marcelo.
Well, I think he's overreacted to the challenge. There's no doubt there's contact, but he's certainly overreacted for me.
Sana Diarra to Ramos. Acrobatic clearance from Puyol, only as far as Diarra. Would be a tenner for the books if Sana Diarra scored from distance.
Well, I couldn't see him scoring from that distance, and he had a good pass on to Karim Benzema as well, who was asking for it. But they're picking up all the second balls, Rob. You know, when they're knocked forward, there's a loose ball. It's certainly Real Madrid are the hungrier.
Contral. Pepe. Alonso. Diarra has been a bit part player this season, but when he has played, he's put in 9 out of 10 performances, and he's given that dominant role in midfield tonight. Lionel Messi shrugs off Ozil, takes on two, threads it through to Alexis Sanchez. Sanchez! Barcelona are back! Messi, the creator, and Alexis Sanchez on his Clásico Liga debut brings Barcelona back into the game.
Well, what a scintillating run it was from Lionel Messi, Rob. He really does do fantastically well, pushing forward, drives into the heart of the defence. There's loads of white shirts, and the pass was brilliant for Alexis Sanchez, who right-footed hammers it into the bottom left-hand corner. Great goal. And it's level again, 1-1. I'll tell you, there's more goals in this game.
Well, he's started living up to the reputation, hasn't he, Sanchez? Right, Barcelona have to defend now. Ronaldo in full flight. Taken out by Piqué, but fairly. In the eyes of the referees, having to make a tough decision on average about every 30 seconds. Now Ronaldo is asking for some attention. His teammates ignore it as Benzema fires it in.
He surely wasn't going for goal for there, was he? But I think they must be kicking themselves, Real Madrid, because they've had a couple of good chances to actually do some damage. Talking of damage, Ronaldo limping there. Does he get fouled? Well, he is, he's fouled. But has he lost possession of the ball? I think of that chance that Ronaldo could have slid the ball through to Di Maria. That would have been 2-0. And now suddenly it's 1-1.
Valdez uncomfortable with the ball at his feet. Piqué pinned back again. Normally Barcelona like to play in these little 10-15 yard triangles, but they're having to hit longer passes. Fabregas. Alexis. Gets it over the top, Messi. Almost onto it. And the wider weight club is Iker Casillas. Ramos. Taken neatly by Ozil. Ronaldo. Left the ball behind. Alves. To Xavi. Iniesta. Xavi, this great peripheral vision, notices that Alexis has a bit more space on the left. Abidal. Now Barcelona, after scoring that equalising goal, finding their rhythm.
There's nothing like a goal to give your confidence a boost, and that's exactly what's happened in Barcelona. Find it difficult in the opening 20-25 minutes. They've got themselves a goal, that's the lifeline. And now they're starting to play their normal football.
Xavi. To Messi. Falls at the first base to Contral. Di Maria, can he stay on his feet this time? Wonderful little pivots, and Messi does keep it in play.
It's fantastic play from Messi, tracking all the way back against his Argentinian teammate to win the ball there. It's absolute class.
It is a jet-setting lifestyle if you're a Barcelona player. Literally tonight they get on a plane to Japan at 1:30 in the morning from Madrid to head out to the World Club Championships. They won't be seen in Spain again in action in La Liga. until the first week of January, when they play their crosstown rivals Espanyol. Alonso misplaced. Alves comes in from the wing. And a little bit of afters there, and the Real Madrid players surrounding the referee, asking for some discipline to be taken against Dani Alves.
Well, he put his foot in as Xavi Alonso plays the ball forward. You can see he puts his foot in here. Look, and he knows what's going to happen. He catches him. I think he's lucky not to get a yellow card for that, Rob.
He does have a history of them. He's been booked in the last 4 games at the Bernabeu between these sides. Dani Alves. Piqué. Fabregas. Messi. Interesting study of the behaviour of the coaches. Mourinho sitting back, feet up, maybe feeling his plans are working. Guardiola on the touchline, arms flailing like an orchestra conductor.
Well, I think though that Barcelona, the team, they're under pressure. They're trailing, you know, in the league, and they played a game extra, so they know they have to do well here tonight. They can't afford to lose this game, and really, I would think they think they must win it. Well worked by Di Maria and Benzema.
Alonso to Ozil, sharpness of passing. Di Maria, first time looking for Ronaldo, bumps into Puyol. It's not the first, and he won't be the last time those two collide. Iniesta. Alexis Sanchez with a step over, and just enough of a tapping of the ankle for the free kick, maybe not to justify the roll around.
Too much theatrics for my liking.
Well, he scored a goal, he's got a yellow card. I'm just wondering whether he's going to last the 90 minutes tonight, Alexis Sanchez.
Well, it's a foul there, there's no doubt about that, but then the roll afterwards is totally unnecessary. Well, Fernandez, Borbalan's got his work cut out tonight. A yellow card, is that to Messi or Iniesta? Messi it is. And that's for chatting back to the referee, and you've got to keep your composure in these situations.
Well, it's not very often that Lionel Messi loses his cool.
That's what I say about the pressure. That's what I say about the pressure, Rob. It gets to you.
Zonal marking from Real Madrid. Xavi plays it in. Superman punch away from Iker Casillas. Piqué. Fabregas had overrun the ball.
Well, that's the punch coming out. It's the easiest thing to do, I think. And these greasy surfaces, you don't want to let the ball drop in there. Dani Alves sweeps up at the back.
When these sides met last year at the new camp, Real Madrid were top of the table. Mourinho was unbeaten as a Laliga coach. But Barcelona won it in November, and then of course went on to dominate for the rest of the season. Proved to be such a pivotal game, as possibly this one will be again tonight. Guardiola doesn't want to go into the new year 6, potentially 9 points behind. Says if they lose tonight, then the season isn't over, but it's a long haul back against this Real Madrid team, who are just getting better and better, stronger and stronger, with more belief every week.
Well, again, you can see their work ethic. They're winning the ball back much better. Here's the counter-attack now with Di Maria.
And they do have the pace and the athleticism, Real Madrid. Di Maria will cut it onto his favoured left foot. Recovered by Ronaldo. Marcelo. Ramos. Pepe. A hit and hope, Piqué. Not a great header away then, as far as Diarra.
As I said earlier, Rob, picking up the second ball as Marcelo pushes forward.
Ronaldo steadies it down to his pace. Marcelo tries a trick. Alves, nobody to pass to, is rather cornered. Well, this was the moment that Lionel Messi went a sentence too far. There was caution by Santiago Bernabeu. Excellent tackle from Piqué going to ground. It's a fine night for a sliding tackle. Messi. Alves. To Carlos Puyol, playing his 27th Clásico against Real Madrid. Getting close to the record. Iniesta, stopped by Coentrão. Well, a few eyebrows were raised when it was suggested that Coentrão would be playing at right back tonight and Diarra in midfield. Some great names in the commentary box around Jerry Knight. I saw Jurgen Klinsmann earlier on. Most people up here couldn't believe that Coentrão would be right back, but it's been another masterstroke from Mourinho.
No, I agree. I couldn't see Coentrão playing right back either. I don't see the sense in it, to be honest.
It's working at the moment, Jerry.
It is. Well, I mean, it's players and positions.
Messi. No mistake from Pepe. Calls kindly for Dani Alves. Iniesta, Alves, Iniesta. Looking for Messi. Pepe wisely just takes out an insurance policy.
If in doubt, put it out.
Messi into the final 5 of the first half. Busquets. Iniesta. Alexis, another strong tackle and then a rather a wild challenge from Pepe. But Alexis had committed the first foul. He's certainly a sparky character, Alexis Sanchez.
Certainly is. Now, what happens here? Let's have a look, see. Well, he doesn't get the ball. He doesn't get Alexis Sanchez either, but it's quite wild, the swing of the boot from Pepe. He's got to be careful, though.
Marcelo. Ronaldo. He's drawn Puyol. Iniesta.
Disappointed, Rob. Ronaldo's not really put an impact in this match in the first 45.
According to the finest footballing minds in Europe who vote on these things, we have the 3 best players in the world on the field tonight in Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, and of course Xavi. There's Busquets.
You wouldn't argue about Iniesta being the 4th.
Alonso. Marcelo. Sana Diarra to Ramos. They've changed things around again, Barcelona. Puyol has gone to right back. Dani Alves is playing as a right winger, constantly tinkering with his tactics.
Yes, he is. Busquets is slotted in as well.
Alonso comes away with the ball, feeds it to Ozil. Di Maria here on the left-hand side. Cleverly played to Ozil. Alonso. Diarra. Real Madrid supporters feel there's something brewing here. Marcelo over the head of Ronaldo. Abidal has to take quick action.
Yeah, but you know, when the ball's headed back out or kicked back out again, it's Real Madrid to pick up the second ball. And they're recycling it really well. That's a cheap pass given away by Sergio Ramos.
It is to Alves. Now Messi. Wonderful tackle from Marcelo. And Lionel Messi dives in there. The referee Do you know what? There was a reflex action then from the referee to go for his pocket, then he realised he just booked Messi.
I agree, Rob. I think if he hadn't booked him for chatting back to him, he'd have booked him for this challenge here. I think he would have booked him for it, but you're right. He half stretched for it, and the fans know it, and they're voicing their opinion. Who would be a referee in these sort of matches?
There were several thousand white handkerchiefs and the flags that have been left on the seats, being waved by the Real Madrid supporters there at the referee. It'd be a brave man that sent off Lionel Messi in the El Derby. Marcelo, he's got away too early.
Just
Ozil.
off. Well, I have to say it's been a very eventful first half. You can see there's the passes being made. He's about a yard and a half offside.
Messi having to watch his step, having to watch his lip. Iniesta can't shake off Cohen-Trout, no matter how hard he tries. Di Maria comes back and lends a helping tackle. He's having an excellent game as well. I think it was the kiss of death, wasn't it? But Busquets. Xavi. Fabregas. Alexis Sanchez, stopped by Cohen-Trout. And we're into stoppage time now in the first half here at the Bernabeu. Down below us, a minute has been signalled. Cristiano Ronaldo, advantage given there, the referee acknowledging the foul. Ozil. There's two options, Benzema or Ronaldo. Goes for Benzema. Benzema looking to play it back to Ozil, but Puyol is aware enough. Now Lionel Messi, final seconds trickling away on the clock, and that is a tremendous tackle from Lassana Diarra.
This is it, don't take your eyes off the ball. It's just end-to-end stuff.
It's breathtaking stuff, and the referee does bring a halt to it temporarily. Game that I'm sure nobody wants to stop. It's been amazing stuff from the very start. They came out of the traps, Real Madrid, like a thoroughbred racehorse, and scored a goal after just 23 seconds. It's taken Barcelona some time to settle into the Bernabeu, but on a counter-attack, Alexis Sanchez equalised for them. They're slowly coming back into the game, but you have to say so far, it's Jose Mourinho's team who are just edging it. At the half-time scoreline, of course, reads equal. Real Madrid 1, Barcelona 1. Well, no change of personnel, both managers sticking to the same 11s. Do you know what, I watch a lot of Saturday night television, and there's a bunch of wannabes. Tonight, we have artists who are at the top of their profession, and they're battling it out. Some of them haven't lived up to those reputations, haven't seen the best of Cristiano Ronaldo, and we've seen the rough side of Lionel Messi. A lot of debate whether Messi should still be on the field of play. But at least the referee has kept it 11 aside. Whether it will remain that way or not, we wait to be seen, because generally over the last year when these sides have met, they've not finished with 11 players on either side, Jerry.
Yeah, and it's significant, Rob. That's a good point. I feel any side that loses their discipline, that's a chance for Xavi as well.
It is Xavi, can't get past Pepe. Barcelona trying to replicate Real Madrid in the first half, who scored after just 23 seconds of this game.
Yeah, but they didn't push home the advantage. They had 2 or 3 good chances to go 2 and 3-0 up, and didn't take them. Barcelona's got back into it. That fantastic run from Lionel Messi and the great goal from Alexis Sanchez.
There's Marcelo. He all lets it go to PK. As soon as Valdez gets it, you know that there's going to be a Real Madrid player within 10 yards if they're not letting the goalkeeper do anything for the back. He's normally a good footballer, Valdez. You don't have your five-a-side team on the training ground, Jerry, but tonight, when closed down, he has panicked somewhat.
Well, he's put him under pressure. Ronaldo's been really disappointing for me tonight, Rob. He's not done enough to warrant that top billing. And his work ethic should be a lot more than it is. He doesn't work as hard as the likes of Di Maria or Benzema.
Xavi to Abidal. Iniesta. Haven't heard a great deal of him in the game. What can he do now? Stopped by Coentrout.
Great tackle.
Benzema, who scored that opening goal, got Real Madrid onto a fly. Cristiano Ronaldo, who could have scored a second, toe-to-toe with Piqué, goes past Piqué, who left a foot in there, and now he's in trouble.
He's got the yellow card, and again, I do feel discipline or indiscipline could be the difference between these two sides tonight. Game of cat and mouse. He comes inside, he leaves his leg there, you can see he does leave his leg there.
He got a ticking off from the referee, and there's some angry words from his defensive partner Carlos Puyol, the captain, as well.
This is certainly within Ronaldo territory. Is it just going to be a little knock to the one side, or is it going to be a direct shot at goal?
Well, interestingly, Barcelona are not building a wall here. It's the big build-up from the Real Madrid supporters.
Well, Xavi's come across, he is putting the wall together.
He is now. Cristiano Ronaldo theatrically paces back with Johnny Wilkinson right stride, focuses on which particular hole in the net he's going to try to go for. Ronaldo tries to go through the wall, it's stopped by Busquets, and flamboyant fall from Pepe. And he looks to have landed very awkwardly. It's, immediately it's Puyol on top of him, asking if he's okay. There was a foul there, and a heavy landing on the knee for the Brazilian-born Portuguese international. This is a better position now for Cristiano Ronaldo. Take two.
It certainly is. I think he'll need at least a four-man wall in that one.
Well, he knows what's coming. Cristiano Ronaldo, 21 goals in the 20 matches he's played so far this season. Can he stamp his authority on the game?
I think he's only scored 3 goals though against Real Madrid. That significant one was the header in the Spanish Cup final, the Copa del Rey, and they beat them.
Against Barcelona it is. Cristiano Ronaldo. 80,000 pairs of eyes in the stadium on him. And that's a good save by Valdez. A lot more difficult save than it looks in these greasy conditions.
Absolutely, Rob, I agree. It was a shot that dipped right in front of him. He's done well to get his body behind it and hold on to it as players were coming in to close down and look for the ball bouncing back.
Because Barcelona refused to allow the goalkeeper to kick the ball out of his hands from the back. Everything has to be played out via the defence, and that's proving their downfall at the moment. Messi gets a first touch in the second half. It's taken us 5 minutes plus to mention his name. Iniesta.
Another great tackle from Lassana Diarra. Rob.
He's a fantastic player, Diarra. Whenever he puts on that shirt for Real Madrid, he gives a tip-top performance. He's left his mark, his autograph on the shin guard of Sergio Busquets.
Well, he's actually won the ball though, and it's just his momentum has carried him through. And again, I do feel Sergio Busquets milks these opportunities as much as he possibly can. Here's Gerard Piqué.
They continue to try to play these passes from the back, Barcelona. Guardiola telling Piqué it was the right thing to do, maybe slightly miscued, but sticking to their footballing principles.
It's the first time, yeah, I've seen him coming out of the dugout. Jose Mourinho having a word with Ronaldo.
This is the 8th time that Guardiola and Mourinho have gone head-to-head. Pepper's won 3, Jose's won 1, 3 have been tied. The only trophy, of course, that Real Madrid have won in the last 3 years, the Copa del Rey, the Spanish FA Cup final. And Ronaldo scored the winner last spring. Xavi. Now Busquets. Iniesta showing. Lionel Messi rides the challenges. Xavi gives it back to Iniesta. Fantastic tackle from Coentrao.
He really is a good defender, Coentrao, isn't he?
Well, he's played numerous positions. He's played at left back for most of his games for Real Madrid, and then settled into a defensive midfield position. Tonight he was the surprise inclusion at right back. He's given a fantastic showing. Iniesta, little layoff from Sanchez, and a volley from Xavi. The goalkeeper has to readjust. Oh, another free goal! Xavi is claiming that, but it took a massive loop of help on the way.
Well, that's unfortunate. That's what happens, though. But if you don't shoot, you're not going to score. And the celebrations are continuing here for Barcelona. Let's have a look at it again. There's a little 1-2. There's the clearance. There's the shot. It comes off Marcelo. And it's very unfortunate. Goalkeeper had it covered. It spins. It zips. It comes off the grass and then hits the inside of the post and sneaks into the back of the net. It's 2-1 to Barcelona. And how much would they love to win this game?
Well, Xavi Hernandez, a contender for the Ballon d'Or, marks his 600th game for Barcelona with his 64th goal. He's scored a couple now, if he's claiming that one. Scored the winner back in 2008 at the Bernabeu. I don't think we have a dubious goals committee in Spain. Who would you give it to, Jerry?
Well, it is an own goal, really, isn't it? Because
I think Casillas had it covered, didn't he?
Casillas definitely had it covered. It's definitely an own goal. Oh my goodness. Marcelo.
All shaken up. Marcelo, I'm sure he will be discredited with the own goal. There's Fabregas. Now Alexis Sanchez. Worth the shot. This time a luckier deflection from Marcelo. Oh, how to silence 80,000 supporters.
Well, I'm looking down below and I can see Gonzalo Higuain is warming up, along with others. Callejon.
Now it's Real Madrid's turn to show some recovery. They took a very early lead in the first half. Xavi's corner over the head of Puyol. Pepe. Only Abidal staying at home. Dani Alves, difficult for him to control the ball there. There was a laser flashing in his eye, and he gives it to Alves. Dear me, he's a liability tonight.
Oh my goodness, Victor Valdez is really dicing for death. I don't know what he's trying to do here.
Alves, by the way, missed the Copa del Rey final, so he's not lost in his last 10 games against Real Madrid. Now they crank up the volume in the Estadio Bernabeu. The fans from the capital are in a state of shock. Benzema, Ozil, great ball. Benzema continues the run, and it comes off the thigh of Puyol for a Real Madrid corner.
It was a super piece of play from Benzema, the lovely little 1-2. Marcelo's sort of gotten his way a little bit, but they've won the corner kick. It's Xabi Alonso's coming across to take it.
I'm not sure that Alonso's actually got the ball inside the D here below us, but there's no referee's assistant on this near side. An extra couple of inches aided. Alonso to the far post, back in by Ramos, cleared by Piqué. Contrao's header. Abidal, little game ahead tennis, now it's on the ground, it's Iniesta. Fabregas, haven't mentioned him much tonight, he just hasn't got into the flow of the game, the former Arsenal man. Di Maria twists and turns magnificently, keeps his feet on a greasy surface.
His final ball's letting him down at the moment though, Rob, you know. Looks like we're going to see a substitution.
Kaká is stripped, ready for action. Messi. Xavi to Iniesta. Back to Xavi. Messi. There are really not problems when Xavi and Iniesta are finding each other with passes. They managed to stop that particular combination for most of the first half. Abidal caught in possession again by this high line of Real Madrid. Di Maria flips it to Benzema. Cristiano Ronaldo, head down, readjusts his position, but that allowed Abidal to get back into the back line. Messi brilliantly turns Ramos. Alves. Spare man is Iniesta. Fabregas into board, as is always is Xavi. To Messi. Alexis to Messi, tries to play it through the Real Madrid defence, and there's a loose ball there. Very quick tackle from Sergio Ramos.
Oh, there's a couple of little 1-2s there. And Real Madrid actually anticipated, but the ricochet, the ball bounced into no man's land, and it was a scramble to see who was going to get there first.
So the break of play. There is a change. Mesut Ozil starts most games. He started 17 this season. He's only finished 3 of the 17 games he started, going off a little bit earlier than normal. And on comes another former World Player of the Year in the shape of Kaká, the second costliest player in the world when he joined Real Madrid. Messi, Alexis. Now they're beginning to tease and tantalise Real Madrid. Iniesta, great ball. Offside. Fabregas was offside.
You can see Cesc always was offside. He was always a yard or two. But you're right, Rob. Little 1-2s from Barcelona starting to open a few cracks in this Real Madrid defence. As Piqué wins that tussle with Ronaldo. Here's Sanchez.
Sanchez turning Diarra. So, well, it was a heavy challenge from Sergio Ramos.
I think he gave it for the foul from Lassana Diarra before the challenge from Sergio Ramos.
Let's give credit to the referee tonight. Fernandez Borbalán has kept control of this. It has, in recent games between these two clubs, ended up as a brawl. Fabregas to Busquets. Iniesta. Lionel Messi. Diarra dives in. Marcelo with a perfect tackle. One of the great features of the game tonight has been the excellent defending of both teams. Now Kaká gets past Piqué, trying to hold off Carlos Puyol. Cristiano Ronaldo. Find space, but a poor cross by Cristiano Ronaldo. Just, he's been a shadow of his normal self tonight.
I was saying earlier, Rob, was still waiting for him to do something and show what a great player he is in these Clasico matches, and he hasn't really stamped his authority on any of them.
It's maybe been an indication of the development of Real Madrid this season, that they've relied on Ronaldo's individual brilliance less often, and it's been more of a team effort. It's had to be tonight.
It certainly has. That's a
It was a rugby tackle by Lassana Diarra, and the referee can't get his card out quick enough for that one.
Great play from Iniesta though, wasn't it? He's a will-o'-the-wisp. Once he's picked the ball up, he skipped past Xabi Alonso, and then, you're right, it was a rugby tackle from Lassana Diarra on Iniesta.
Game of tag. Just over an hour gone. Barcelona leading by 2-1. Real Madrid dominated the first half. Tactically, they were slightly superior. But Guardiola has earned his money at half-time, motivated his players. They're beginning to dictate what happens here now. It's Lionel Messi. Threads it through to Alexis, and it needed the save by Casillas. Iniesta holding off Contrao, somehow keeps it in play and finds Alexis Sanchez. Contrao prevents the corner. Is it a consideration, Jerry, to replace Cristiano Ronaldo? There's the save from Iker Casillas.
Clever ball from Messi, and it was a good save from Casillas. Sanchez has done well to get the shot in from there. Oops.
Oh, very strong and fair tackle from Alves. Messi flips it through, and there's a foul after the ball had gone there by Pepe. And the yellow card.
He can be reckless. I've said it before and I'll say it again. He doesn't need to make that sort of a challenge, and there's been Several really rash challenges in the last. Look how late that is. That's well late.
Well, the second change is about to be made, Jerry, by Real Madrid. Lassana Diarra gets the handshake, and I'm sure a slap on the back from Jose Mourinho, and Sami Khedira comes on.
Thing is, he knows he's got a yellow card now. Lassana Diarra, he's no good to Jose Mourinho. He's got Sami Khedira on, who hasn't been booked, who's fresh. It's a pretty dangerous position.
Well, there's 500 Barcelona supporters here, and for the first time this evening, inside this magnificent auditorium, we hear them raise their voices. Time is on the side of Barca. A goal up, a big opportunity to take it to 3-1 here. It's Lionel Messi! Oh, it's incredibly close.
That looked very close now. Did the wall do its job right?
Messi may have scored only one goal away from home this season in La Liga, but at the Bernabeu he likes it here. 7 goals in his last 5 matches at Real Madrid's home ground. Di Maria. No way past Puyol.
It's not well. He's worked hard, Di Maria. He's lively, he's quick. His final ball's got to be better for me.
Marcelo. PK in the way.
Puyol's played more like a right back in this game, hasn't he, Rob, apart from the first 15 minutes?
A big decision for Pep Guardiola to deselect Mascherano, to bring Puyol back. Kaká's corner. Valdez rises the ball with his gloves to knock it away, but Kaká will get a second stab. Xabi Alonso, great ball in! Oh, what a miss! What a chance! Cristiano Ronaldo is speechless.
Well, I am too. It's on a plate for him. What a brilliant delivery from Xabi Alonso. It's a free header on the edge of the 6-yard box. He has to score, Rob. He has to. I can't believe he's missed the target.
Well, he's had 3 excellent opportunities in this game, the world's costliest player. I suppose they say he's a footballing god. Tonight he's proving that he's human, Jerry.
Oh, he is human, but they could have done with it. As Kaká, who's looked very bright since he's come on.
PK. Iniesta. Holds off Coentrao. Now to Lionel Messi. Messi steps on the gas. Alves. Right across the 6-yard box.
What a goal.
Oh, what a fantastic team goal on the end of it is Cesc Fabregas. You can't hold them down for long. And Barcelona have a 2-goal advantage at the Bernabeu.
Rob, I tell you what, you talk about deliveries and crosses, have a look at the cross that comes in. And what's a fantastic run from Cesc Fabregas. Great delivery coming up here, have a look. Dani Alves, one touch and then bang. Pace, curls away from the goalkeeper, and then at the back post is Cesc Fabregas to steal in and scores a brilliant goal.
Well, that takes him to double figures for Barcelona. 10 goals he's scored in 13 starts for them. And that'll be the goal that probably means the most to him in his career.
Well, it's also a killer goal because it's 2-goal cushion. Real Madrid look totally crestfallen. They can't believe it. There was a deflection for the second goal, but that was a brilliant team goal from Barcelona.
Well, this was the night that they expected Real Madrid to confirm that they had the edge on Barcelona. It's been a very different Barcelona tonight. They've had to be patient, they've had to absorb, and they've counter-attacked with excellent finishing from Fabregas, and Xavi's going to claim a goal. Remember, they were behind in the opening seconds of the game. How will Real Madrid react? Kaká, perfect tackle from Carlos Puyol. Dani Alves. Well, Mourinho is a man who likes to make decisions, never rash, but he's going to make his third and final change as a reaction to that third Barcelona goal. Higuain is going to come on.
Yeah.
If Real Madrid can get it back to 3-3, it is going to be a classico.
Oh, he's jumped. Wow. He's absolutely jumped, though he hasn't tackled him. I think Alexis has overreacted. You can see Sergio Ramos is closing him down, but he doesn't actually make a tackle.
Well, Angel Di Maria is sacrificed, a midfield man taken off for Gonzalo Higuain, who's celebrating his birthday today. Can he make it a very special 24th birthday?
Oh, he doesn't need one goal, he needs two to salvage anything here for Real Madrid, because Barcelona 3-1 up. Look to be cruising.
3/4 of the game gone. There's always drama at the end of this particular story, Jerry. In La Liga at the Bernabeu, Real Madrid haven't won since the 2008-2009 season at home. Managed to draw last year 1-1. Before that, Barca beat them 2-0. Of course, before that, the biggest win for Barcelona since 1974, when they came here and scored 6-2 at the end of the season.
You know, it's funny, Rob, because it was 2-1 and Ronaldo had that chance to actually score the equaliser with a free header, and within a minute they're 3-1 down.
It was a game-turning miss, wasn't it?
Certainly was, and you have to take your chances when they come, especially at this level. And here's the little man Messi.
And Messi, has to be said, has been behind two of the three goals tonight, and that was a bad tackle by Ramos.
That's a bad challenge.
Who hasn't been booked yet. He has now.
Yeah. Well, I think there's 3 yellow cards in the last 10-15 minutes, and that's where the discipline's gone, and he's come in two-footed, and Messi's done well to get away from that. He's jumped to get out of the way of the tackle from Sergio Ramos.
In the first half, we didn't see Mourinho. He sat on the bench, confidently, maybe believing that it all gone according to plan. Now he's having to readjust the big plan. Alexis Sanchez to Messi. Benzema. The pendulum has swung the way of Barcelona, beginning to express themselves now, to stamp their authority. Messi tries to put it through the legs of Khedira. Benzema. Cristiano Ronaldo, can he make up for a couple of big misses? Tries to shake off Abidal. Khedira. Benzema has options. Chose the wrong option, that was to shoot. There's been so much belief about this Real Madrid team this season. 15 wins in a row. They'd settle for a draw at this moment in time tonight. Marcelo, they quicken the pace, they try now to impose themselves. Khedira sells Coentrao a little short, but he manages to shake off Iniesta. Xabi Alonso to Marcelo. Pepe. Marcelo turns into trouble. Real Madrid now having to take a few risks, Jerry, aren't they?
They certainly are, but they're keeping the ball quite well. That's a kiss of death. Here's the break
through the tackles is Dani Alves. Alexis makes the run. Alves continues, holds it up. Support is from Fabregas. Fabregas rides the challenge of Coentrao. Messi to Iniesta to Xavi. Everybody back now for Real Madrid. Fabregas, Alves, several screaming for the ball in the air, and it had to be a clever backflip header from Pepe with Messi bearing down on it.
A superb defending from Pepe, and the free kick was given for the foul. But again, brilliant counter-attack movement, good ball in again, once again from Dani Alves. And there's the foul from Messi into the back of Pepe. But if Real Madrid could get the next goal and make it 3-2, it would be interesting.
Well, at the moment, Real Madrid have lost their supporters. It was like a carnival, a fiesta before the game.
Well, they need to... Oops.
Well, the referee had blown the whistle before the second challenge there from Cohen-Trao.
Yeah, I think it's just as well. He's going to take it quickly. The referee said no.
He's got the toughest job in the whole of Spain, maybe the whole of Europe tonight. Keeping calm here. Fernandez Borbalán.
I thought initially he'd given the foul against Iniesta. Do you not? And Sami Khedira seems to have changed that.
Alves. Puyol. Alexis Sanchez to Dani Alves, who, well, we had him on the caption at the start of the game as right back. He's now playing as centre forward, the Brazilian. Marcelo. Kaká. Never really imposed himself as a Real Madrid player. Cristiano Ronaldo has a bit of making up to do tonight. Puts in the cross, but there is Piqué.
He hasn't cleared the man on the near post. You know, you've got to clear the front man. As Iniesta shows some great skills.
He does, holding off Khedira and winning a free kick and absorbing some time, playing down the clock.
There's just over 15 minutes to go, Robin. As I say, Real Madrid need a goal, but it's Barcelona's passing it better at the moment. Here's Messi.
There's Alves. Alves prays it across and at the head of the queue. Was that Xavi?
It is.
With a flying header.
He's actually had a free header. It was a good ball in. Dani Alves has shown them how to put the ball in the box. That's 3 fantastic crosses in what, 15-20 minutes.
Marcelo.
Great ball.
Yep. Over the head of Puyol. Lots of workspace here for Benzema. Cuts inside, loses Puyol. Went for the far post, and it was a footstep away from Higuain.
Wow, that is unbelievable. Was he trying to shoot, or was he trying to pass it to Higuain? I think he's offside if he touches it anyway. So it looked like a shot.
Pomo, Jerry, Pomo.
Position of maximum opportunity.
Messi. Fabregas gives it away. Kaká. It's a good little readjustment here from Real Madrid. Falls kindly to Khedira. Piqué has to get there. Oh, Barcelona regained possession. Down below is Mourinho despairing.
He's despairing because they've had chances and they haven't taken them, and that's why they're trailing 3-1.
Marcelo does well to keep it in play, shakes off Alves. Look at Pep Guardiola down there, cheerleading his players, trying to keep the tempo going. Second goal for Real Madrid really is game on. It was a strong challenge from Marcelo. How many times have he and Dani Alves bumped into each other tonight?
Well, certainly, you can see there, Mourinho doesn't look too happy, but what else can he do? If you don't take your opportunities, you're going to pay the price. And as I said, the next goal's got to go Real Madrid's way. Now here's Gonzalo Higuain.
Higuain, great pass. Kaká, and his shadow is Puyol. Now, it may have rolled off his arm there. The referee deciding that it wasn't intentional.
No, it wasn't a penalty for me either.
It was even half-hearted from the Madristas.
I'm sure they wouldn't turn a penalty down at this moment in time. certainly be a lifeline, but Barcelona's passing the ball about so well. Confidence is there for everyone to see.
Busquets to Xavi. Sanchez tries the back, well won back by Pepe. Ronaldo. Poor pass from Xabi Alonso.
Well, this is the run here. Oh, it doesn't hit his hand at all. He's done absolutely brilliant, Puyol. We've seen him play in that right back position many, many times, and he's an excellent defender.
That's where he started off his career at Barcelona, wasn't it?
He is.
How do you define the position that Dani Alves is playing tonight?
Right wing. Offside. But he has put in some great crosses tonight, I have to say. Substitution for Barcelona.
Well, Cesc Fabregas may be a national hero. Many of the Real Madrid supporters are waving Spanish flags tonight. He was a hero at the World Cup finals in 2010, but he's the anti-hero as far as the Real Madrid fans are concerned tonight. He goes off applauding the Barca fans in the top tier, just to our right-hand side. The scorer of the third Barcelona goal. There is a man who shows great consistency. Not always a starter, Keita, but quite often called upon just to keep things tight by Pep Guardiola in the closing stages, and we have 12 minutes or so remaining.
As if too much pressure being applied by the sub, Seydou Keita. No, nice one's given that one.
Ramos. Marcelo. Piqué, I'm sure, just guide this one out of play under the pressure from Kaká. Of course, the significance, Jerry, of the second goal for Real Madrid. If they were level at the end of the season, then it comes down to the head-to-head. So losing 3-2 is much better than losing 3-1.
Absolutely. There's never much between the two sides, as we've said in the past.
Last season it was a 4 points difference. Season before was 3 points. Season before that was 9 points. Khedira questioning the referee's assistant. He's hoping he can get through the 90 minutes tonight without having to dismiss anybody.
Well, there's a suggestion, and it looks like it is. It's a corner kick.
Lionel Messi picking up the thread. Very well read by Sergio Ramos.
Anticipation was brilliant, wasn't it?
Alonso turns into trouble. Pepe gives it to Iker Casillas. Not sure he wanted it there.
Not on his right foot anyway.
Busquets. There is Busquets, started the game as the pivot in midfield, the anchor man, and now he's playing centre-back. The continual adjustment of the Barcelona side. From first minute to 90 minutes, a work in progress for Guardiola. This is Iniesta. Sails past Pepe. Feeds Alexis Sanchez, but Ramos has put in an excellent performance and needed to tonight. Busquets goes down. And the referee is a little charitable and gives him a free kick.
Well, I think there's a slight bit of contact, but Busquets goes down and gets a decision. And Barcelona is still untroubled for me. Their passing is good, and they look as if they could even get another goal. Here's Iniesta.
Here's Iniesta, and fall on the ball from Pepe, who's desperate to get things moving. This is Kaká. Cristiano Ronaldo. Kaká again. Higuain had just moved offside, so as to refrain himself from passing. Cristiano Ronaldo crosses the white line, plays it back to Kaká. Too much for him. On to Khedira. Alonso. Puyol wisely heads away to Alexis Sanchez. Well, this is going to ignite the La Liga season. Had Real Madrid won tonight, they would have had a 6-point lead at the top of the table.
I would have said if Real Madrid had won tonight, the league would have been over. Be honest, because you wouldn't see them losing too many games for the rest of the season, and their confidence would have went sky high. But it does blow it wide open.
Well, Barcelona took control of the Spanish Championship after the first Clásico last year, Jerry, with that massive win, the 5-0. Went top, didn't look back. They'll go top tonight. Alexis. And go top on the head-to-head ruling in Spain. The referee punishing Higuain there. And David Villa, who's fallen out of favour in the last month or so, will be a little upset. He didn't get the start tonight, but at least he's going to get some playing time. And Alexis Sanchez has scored the equalising goal for Barcelona. He's given a break.
He's been in the goals in the last few weeks, Alexis Sanchez, and he's proven why he was started in the game. He was lively in the first half. He got the equalising goal, and he's did well for me. David Villa is not a bad substitution to bring off the bench, is he?
Well, it's been an incredible atmosphere in the capital today. To walk downtown to Plaza Mayor, and everywhere you go there's Real Madrid memorabilia. I think they planned a very long party tonight to celebrate a victory over Barcelona. It's not looking that way as Kaká tries to keep, well, catch out Valdez's near post. It was a lucky save.
You take a lucky save, you're right, Rob. He's got his right arm down late, but that was enough to deflect it wide of the far post. And at 3-2, that would have been interesting.
6 minutes to go. Real Madrid in need of inspiration. Benzema flies it in. Valdez punches the ball away, that making up possibly for his misdemeanor in the opening minute of the game when he gifted a goal to Real Madrid. Kaká. Puyol. Marcelo. Beat our heads. Ronaldo went down very easily, I think, trying to persuade the referee that there'd been a push in his back, Jerry.
That's what I don't like to see, Rob, honestly. He's a big lad. He should have been jumping for the ball and winning the ball. Good tackle from both players.
Iniesta. There is David Villa with his first touch. Must be so difficult to get straight into the thrust of a game like this. Iniesta wins it back to Messi, to Iniesta, asking a lot of him. Iniesta across, Casillas somehow keeps it out. Iniesta again, Messi, absolute mayhem in the Real Madrid defence. They may lose another life, but they've kept it down to 3-1.
Well, I can't believe Pepe's trying to play a square ball to Sami Khedira in that situation there. There's where it's come from. They've won it back, and yes, it's played in. Casillas has done well once again. Not once, but twice.
Dani Alves. Picked up by Coentrão. Pep Guardiola's never been beaten as a coach at the Bernabeu. Mourinho still to win a Clásico in the Spanish Championship.
I was going to say there's not too many players Pep Guardiola hasn't been successful.
Well, 9 trophies Pep Guardiola has seen Barcelona to since taking over as coach. First season, had 3 times league champions, twice the Champions League. Mourinho's come into the reckoning, but maybe the pendulum hasn't swung. But he's definitely onside. David Villa, squares the pass in Marcelo, and that's maybe the reason that David Villa isn't in the starting 11 at the moment. A lack of confidence and self-belief.
Absolutely, should have been driving into the box and finishing it himself. Or a better pass to Iniesta. If I can tell you they're going to make another substitution, Barcelona. There's someone getting stripped off down below me, Rob. As soon as I see who it is, I'll keep you informed.
You keep your eyes on it, I'll keep my eyes on the corner kick, Jerry. Xavi is taking his time, going over to take it. It's going to be Pedro, by the way, who will come on. Only 2 Barcelona players in the Real Madrid 18-yard box. Just over 2.5 minutes of regulation time remaining. Xavi drives inside, right across, and oh, they just kept it away from Khedira. Marcelo clears.
You'd have to say Barcelona could have made it 4 on a couple of occasions in the last 5 minutes.
It's the 14th time, Jerry, this season that Barcelona have managed to score 3 goals in a game. The only time that Real have conceded 3, against Barcelona in the Spanish Super Cup. They're driving, and they're going for their 4th here. Casillas is down on the floor chasing it. Ramos gets it away, and it's just a damage limitation.
It is, and yes, they're driving in the box, and if he touches him, it's a penalty. He's brilliant, great balance here, and he tries to set it up, and Sergio Ramos almost given away a penalty kick. Well, I think it's Iniesta who's going to come off.
There's a national hero, the man who won the World Cup final for Spain, Andres Iniesta, who goes off. It's hard to boo him if you're a Spaniard, but he's taken all the time in the world, playing down the clock.
Well, you can see what Pep Guardiola was saying there. He's telling Abidal to put the ball down, let somebody else take it, and get you back into position. And he's absolutely correct.
On comes another World Cup winner in Pedro. Free kick. Well, their legs have gone, their minds have gone, Real Madrid.
Yep. Their discipline went, the yellow cards. I think the frustration at conceding the second goal, which was deflected, it was an own goal from Marcelo, and I think from that point on, Barcelona took control and really cruised it.
Xavi to Lionel Messi. Now it's a game of keep ball for Barcelona. Less than 30 seconds remaining on the stadium clock. We wait for the 4th official to tell us how much time the Real Madrid supporters maybe have to endure. Messi to Xavi. Keita inside to Xavi. Dani Alves hangs on to the ball. There'll be 3 additional minutes.
Well, Marcelo's done well. He's playing the advantage of the referee at the
referee
moment.
acknowledging that his assistant had seen the foul there. Sportingly there, Pep Guardiola giving the ball back to Marcelo. Always remains dignified, Pep Guardiola, despite at times some goading from opposing coaches. No mind games from Jose Mourinho before this one. He left the media conference to Hector Caranca, his assistant. I wonder what he'll say after this game tonight. Last year when they lost, it was a shrug of the shoulders and said it's a project, it's a work in progress when they lost the lead of the Spanish Championship in his unbeaten run. Tonight, I think, Jerry, this is far more significant. Many people thought that Barcelona went into the game as underdogs, that the tide had turned.
For the first time in 3 years, they went into the game as underdogs. And again, 10 consecutive league wins for Real Madrid. I think everybody, including myself, felt that they had a chance of winning the game tonight, certainly not losing it, but second half, Barcelona have bossed it and looked the better side. I just also see a sense of, well, not lacking, or certainly lacking in belief in themselves, Real Madrid. You know, it's like, oh, here we go again. Barcelona are on top, and there's not a lot we can do about it, but you miss chances. You don't take those opportunities, you're in trouble. And here is trouble, Dani Alves.
There's Alves, Pepe all over him. Pepe's already been booked. Alves holds him off, gives it to Messi. Pepe leaves it for Iker Casillas. Doesn't very often ship a lot of goals Iker Casillas, but he's conceded 3 yet again against Barcelona. The 5th time he's conceded at least 3 goals against them.
The only plus is that Messi hasn't scored against them, as I said earlier. 13 goals in 15 games is what Messi's tally is against Iker Casillas.
Well, a lot of the Madrid supporters leaving early, heading down the Castellana. Dejected, maybe a little depressed. The party will be in Catalonia tonight as Barcelona regain control of the Spanish Championship. It hasn't been the usual Barcelona. They haven't outpassed the opposition. They haven't dominated. But Pep Guardiola, looking up at the stadium clock, has maybe won the battle of the brilliant minds of the 2 coaches. Cristiano Ronaldo, maybe a tale of 2 headers. He missed a header. Seconds later, Fabregas had a diving header to make it 3-1. And a free kick.
Well, he was falling over, I thought, Ronaldo, and he was maybe fortunate to get the free kick. It's good position, but it's going to need to be something special, as I say. Could be the last kick of the game. Now, what's going on here?
I think a few of the Real Madrid supporters are asking for Piqué to receive a yellow card there. And Keita has taken exception to that, acting as his defence counsel. Piqué has already been booked. The fans are making an early exit. I think Jose Mourinho would like to make one as well down that tunnel. A bad night at the office.
Can they finish it on a high note? Can they get themselves a goal?
And the referee sorts out a few little spats and shows of petulance on the whistle. He says could be the last act of the game.
Does Xavi Alonso fancy this? Or is he going to leave it to Cristiano?
It's not been Cristiano Ronaldo's night, has it?
Definitely not.
Can they reduce the damage, Real Madrid? Alonso leaves it for Ronaldo. Ronaldo can't go through the wall. Alonso to the back post. Benzema takes a little bit too long. And, well, throwing his body in the way is Carlos Puyol. Another massive performance from him, another massive performance from Pep Guardiola's team. The 2 coaches will shake hands down the tunnel. There's a long way to go in this La Liga season, but Barcelona yet again have regained control. They were down in the opening seconds of the game. Real Madrid got off to a fly when Benzema scored after just 23 seconds. They were bossing the game, Real. Sanchez made it 1-1 in the second half. Xavi could be put down eventually. His own goal from Marcelo. And then Fabregas with a diving header, the difference. We didn't expect this, Jerry. It's been an unusual game.
It has been unusual, but it was a must. I thought it was a must-win game for Barcelona, and they were under